We're here in New Mexico with Cedar Creek Outfitters. We're in one of the greatest places for antelope.
This is my first pronghorn hunt. This opportunity is something pretty special for me to be out here.
Literally every 10 seconds here, things can change. You can see the goat of a lifetime. Every minute you're constantly looking and constantly excited about it. This is a unique opportunity for sure. It's extremely important to me that we look to the future, tastefully imagining generations to come having the ability to choose to have a hunting lifestyle for themselves.
Hunting is what fuels us, it is what grounds us, and it is what connects us. Hunting is where we come from, and hunting is where we will continue to go.
Live on the edge, 'cause brother, win or lose, it's all in what you do with the chance you're given. Yeah, through the wind and rain, you feel your heart pounding. You got one shot, what you got? Tell me what's it gonna be? You gotta make the most of this opportunity. On the edge.
The Edge, proudly brought to you by Canis Athlete, Be the Wolf. Vortex Canada, the force of optics. Snowy Mountain Rifles. High Mountain Seasonings. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Prime Archery, where accuracy is everything. Kifaru International, gear for life. Rambo e-bikes. Spartan Precision. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. G5 Outdoors, designed to hunt. And these fine sponsors.
Gentlemen, how we doing?
Gang's all here.
I know. Good to see you. How are you?
Absolutely. We made it across the border. We're here in Hamilton, Montana at Snowy Mountain Rifles. Paul, this is the shooting school you've been talking about forever that we needed to get to.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you guys down here. What we're going to go through this weekend is what we call our Level 101 Fundamentals class. We're going to start with a half-day classroom time. We're going to talk about ballistics. We're going to talk about wind reading, fundamentals of shooting. We're going to cover a big overview in this first half day of the class. We're going to transfer that knowledge to the range.
I got some bad habits to break here.
This is new, and I'm here as a self-taught long-range guy, self-proclaimed big deal when it comes to my rifle and how accurate I am and what I can do with it. And within 24 hours, I've been torn apart to a newbie.
Having to completely check your ego at the door and go up to the gun and be willing to shoot it like a first-time shooter again. This course has taught me so many small, simple changes, but they've all added up to significant differences. That was wild. I did not hand on the gun at all, just the trigger, but I felt secure because of the sling. The sling let me pull it right into my shoulder. That was a big, big difference using the sling for that shot.
We're getting instruction from professionals, some of which military, backgrounds. And you can't get away with much. I mean, you line up wrong and they're telling you, hey, they're not letting you get away with anything. So it was really neat to do that.
Focus on your hand control, trigger squeeze.
Go through your checklist, watch them win flags.
Joe, let me know when you need me to go to work for you, bud.
Oh, don't hurt yourself, old man.
For those of you interested in the long-range game, number one, I can't say enough good things about the Snowy Mountain Rifles. They do build a phenomenal quality of a rifle. And secondly, the course.
I think I would recommend this to a shooter at any level. There wasn't a single person that came out on this course that did not leave without ringing the 1550.
Absolutely.
And the whole group got behind them. Everybody was on the spotter helping make windage corrections, teaching them.
Overall, ladies and gentlemen, a fantastic weekend. Well worth the time and energy, and we recommend it to everybody.
This week, Steve and I are headed down to Wagon Mound, New Mexico for a pronghorn hunt with our good friend GP Searle, founder and CEO of KOR Cases. Never feel relaxed until I land and I have my firearm in hand, but she landed, we got her. Yeah, she sounds safe. We're ready to rock. We're staying in our hotel tonight and GP's picking us up fresh early in the morning. I think we have about a 6 or 7 hour drive, and then we're meeting up with Steve, and then we'll be in the field in no time chasing pronghorn.
We're in antelope country now. There's a buck. And the blood gets flowing. There's another buck right by the side of the highway.
It's getting to the point where it's hard to look into a field and not spot a few of them. It's definitely getting the blood going.
All patriotic. And jazzy. Oh. Hey. Happy birthday.
Oh my gosh.
There you go, bud.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You know, we come here, you invite us down,
Right?
you know, to America
Yeah.
on an all-exclusive antelope hunt in New Mexico. And he shows up looking like a Canadian.
You should hunt in that jacket though.
You should hunt that
That
jacket.
jacket. Not many people can pull that off. Just unpacked at camp here. We're gonna take the guns out. They have steel set up for us at, I think, 300, 500, and 700 yards. Our tags don't go active until tomorrow, so tonight's just gonna be a relaxed night.
Been a couple weeks since the long-range shooting school at Snowy Mountain Rifle, shooting a 6.5 PRC. Dialing is dope here right now, and I'm gonna call the win for him, so.
Somebody paid attention in class. I'm impressed.
First class I ever paid attention in.
That's Steve Ecklund right there. That's what that is.
Beauty. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
First morning of our hunt here, and it is go time. It's exciting. We're in one of the greatest places for antelope in the lower 48, I'm told, with one of the best outfitters.
Out here learning from these guys with experience. This is my first pronghorn hunt. Steve has taken a few down. And obviously Bobby's been on quite a few successful hunts, so I'm just out here trying to learn as much as I can from them. You seen that solo one out past that far fence line? Got our first look at a good buck, but he knows where he is. He's 30 yards off of the property we're allowed to hunt.
30,000 acres,
30,000 acres.
30 yards on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Lots of goats, big country. I mean, just on this place alone, you're saying, what, 30,000 acres you're hunting? And this is your 10th year?
Yeah, in this place.
That's why we're here. It's the anniversary, you know, it's the big one. So they brought in the big guns. Southern Alberta, I've been able to hunt goats a few times successfully. I've never, ever seen goats like I've seen them here. Not until it's like, you know, November and they're all kind of herding up. But this is a unique opportunity for sure.
Such wide open country, I thought for sure we're gonna see them all in the first half hour.
Yeah.
But there's just enough slow rolls, and they had some good rain recently, so the grass got green and high.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're sitting there, and if you didn't have any in your binos, you could just sit there and wait, and they would somehow pop up out of nowhere. I mean, it was pretty cool. And then, like, as the day went on, and as the hunt went on, we were just seeing more and more.
We got a buck located, and he's pretty far this way, so we're gonna try to get around this one fence, come straight back up the same line we are right now, and maybe head down a 3/4 of a mile, get out, and then just walk the fence line and see if we can pick him up again.
He's with another buck, but we don't quite have a good idea on him yet. He's heading towards the fence line, though, so we might have to move quick if anything's gonna happen here. Oh, what's this right here?
Good job, bud. Your first
Man, that was special.
Your first antelope.
We spotted a younger buck and then one decent buck up ahead of us, and all of a sudden we turned around and this buck was coming on a rope right towards us. And luckily we just quickly ducked down. He didn't know what we were. And
Unreal. Good shot.
oh,
Good shot, buddy.
holy
That's a
smoke.
dandy.
Look at that. My first pronghorn antelope dandy down here in New Mexico. I mean, wow. I am spoiled rotten. I mean, coming down here, my first antelope in New Mexico with Cedar Creek Outfitters, and I mean, he is a stud. He's got some cool little kickers for character on him. Yeah, I feel very fortunate for that one. That was a special
Bobby
opportunity.
Big Time. Bobby Big Time's got it going on at Cedar Creek. for sure.
Absolutely. Bobby, get in here. Let me take my pack off.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you so much.
Especially first buck.
You wanted something a little better than normal, and bingo bango. You know,
Sure.
day one success on a 2-day hunt, and guess who's up next?
Now Steve's up.
Merica.
Merica.
Hell yeah.
One, two, three. We get back to camp after my hunt. We get him skinned out. We get him butchered up and into the cooler. And Bobby comes over and says, well, boys, we got about an hour and a half left to daylight. Let's go for a drive. And we head over to this one area and we see a stomper.
Bingo bango. I mean, right out of the gates, it's without a question the biggest goat we've seen on our trip so far.
Yeah.
He's on the other side of the fence. Again, 30,000 acre ranch, and we find the giant 50 yards on the other side of the fence. Get parked, get out, maybe make a 150 yard kind of dash down the fence line, lay down, get prone, get set up.
He came just straight towards the fence. Walked right at the fence. Looked like he was coming over. Now he spun and started walking away.
He's coming to the fence. He's gonna come across.
On a rope.
Seriously. 3 steps from being dead. He gets to the gate, turns around, and heads straight back. I'm telling you right now, these antelope down here, they're scared of me. 100%. They have to be. I mean, he just walked like 60 yards right to the fence and then turned around. He's like, nope, not doing it. I don't think he's big enough anyway.
He looked like he wanted to come under. Looked like he was going to take off.
I think I
and
took
it came
the safety off.
right back.
Yeah, I think I took the safety off. I thought he was coming across for sure, but. We see so many goats that I'm like, day 2, this is gonna be awesome. We get up this morning, I'm pumped, ready to go. Big papa pump. There we go. We've been carrying around this rifle, 14 different airplanes for a half a day hunt. All right, wow. I'm up to bat here this morning. Just seeing not only the quantity, but the quality of goats that are in this country. It's hard not to be revved up now that I'm in the driver's seat, so.
I think we might have just found the big buck from the other day. He popped up this side of the fence. Could be a good start of the morning for Steve here.
I honestly don't think it's the one from yesterday. He's a good goat. Yeah, but I don't think he's as big as the one from yesterday.
Or maybe your expectations were just lower yesterday because I was the trigger man. And now that it's you, you're like, yeah, I mean, that would have been a great goat for Joe.
You can't achieve legendary status if we're settling on average, eh? So just keep pounding through the glass. You'll find new one.
All right, we'll keep working, Steve. You can go back to having your nap in the back of the truck. We'll wake you up again in a bit.
Wake me up when you find a shooter.
We took off and we did a huge loop around this ranch, all the way up to the west end, the highest point of the ranch, and probably every nook and cranny throughout the rest of it, or a good portion of it. And we seen tons of goats, but it just wasn't the day for big goats.
It was strange. I mean, we were putting hard hours on the glass. We were stopping everywhere. We were trying everything, climbing on top of water towers. We were up on top of the trucks. We were going everywhere.
I found it tough because literally every 10 seconds here, things can change. You can see the goat of a lifetime. So every minute you're constantly looking and constantly excited about it. And, you know, we go, 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 go. And all of a sudden, you know, poof, darkness falls in on us.
It is the final day. We got about 2 hours before dark, and we're still trying to drum up a good one for me. So, all eyes on deck.
Our 2 days has ended. We've been going hard. We're gonna sign off now, and hopefully tomorrow morning we'll roll some extra footage of our last ditch effort and maybe a big goat on the ground. We're trying to pull off the last hour and a half. Go around here. We've got one spotted already, pretty decent, and good enough for the 11th hour anyway.
Yardage?
400.
400? Okay, back one.
Yeah.
Right down?
Yeah.
Let's go.
350.
And then stop right there. He's the back one. Back one?
Yep.
Back one.
Yep.
Back one.
Done deal.
Oh, brother.
In the 11th hour, dude.
Nice shooting.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's better than I thought he was.
That is, look at that.
Oh, look at the blood. Look at that.
Get your hands on him.
There's our New Mexico pronghorn. Great cutters, good mass. We're in the, literally, again, the 11th hour. We're scheduled to leave at 8 o'clock, and it is 6:50 right now. We took the shot at about 6:35. Bobby said, you know, if you're not leaving till 8, we'll get a good hour and a half in the morning, and I'm glad you did because it was the best hour and a half. Big shout out to GP at KOR Cases. Not only a phenomenal partner, but a phenomenal friend. Definitely be back. And if you're ever looking for a New Mexico goat for yourself, Bobby at Cedar Creek Outfitters, and I'm sure we'll put up the number.
Bobby Big Time.
Bobby Big Time. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of The Edge. We're your hosts, Steve Ecklund,
Joe Eppele.
and we'll catch you next week.
The Edge, proudly brought to you by Canis Athlete, Be the Wolf. Vortex Canada, the force of optics. Snowy Mountain Rifles. High Mountain Seasonings. Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Prime Archery, where accuracy is everything. Kifaru International, gear for life. Rambo e-bikes. Spartan Precision. Victory Archery, the carbon arrow experts. G5 Outdoors, designed to hunt. And these fine sponsors.
So, how do you think the hunt's gonna go there, Unicorn?
Well, not bad.
Oh, I've driven way too many miles, I think.
Steve's been alone too long.
Cut out all the bullshit, boys.
Okay.
We're going
That's
for it.
serious, Steve.
Yeah, and then put it down, and then put it up like this.
That's
And
goofy,
then I'm
Steve.
like social Steve.
Social Steve.
Yeah,
Social Steve.
social Steve, and then get your together, boys. That's what
Yeah.
it's gonna be like.
I'm really starting to question my decision in hunting with you on this hunt.
You know what? Piss on you guys. I'm going for a nap.
Maybe this hat is dumb looking.
Yeah, we're good.